All right. Greetings. You already know what it is. It's the road to the NBA 2K League. It's also the TV series Double Virtual Life, movie, short film, back to back, docuseries, documentary, infomercial, whatever you need it to be. It's morning, evening, afternoon to y'all. Off top, what it do? We in this building making it happen. Period.com. Today is the championship ring ceremony. So you know we're fired up about it. We're going to go right into here in just a moment. Knock out that game against the New York Knicks, if I'm not mistaken. This is game two of the find your new team in 10 games or stay where you are for that back-to-backism. So that gives the team an opportunity to show us why we should stay on site to take flight. The coaches is going to still do the same thing on the note of pressing forward, not possibly the same game plan, because we know that needs to be adjusted and switched around sometimes from season to season if other teams adjust and say, okay, stop this here, bop, bop, bop. But anyway, I want to thank you for coming out. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't play yourself. Be yourself. Don't be a hater. Be a player. So sit back, relax. We're going to watch some 2K TV. I'll be starting here in about 4 minutes. Thanks.
And now, it is that time, your time, for 2K TV's Top Plays of the Week. Scott Moak here, public address announcer for the Sacramento Kings. I'm on the edge of my seat for the second vote of Season 1. Let's go! Starting in the elite affiliation with your boy Cook, Crunch dives in to swat the ball and windmills home the selfie. This mascot's got mad game, extending the win streak to 8. I wouldn't want to play him. Wow. Into the theater with Nefya. Follows up the miss with a one-hand put-back stuff. Just reaching in and stealing the rebound, adding the perfect spin. That's just, can I call a painter? I'd like this framed and hung above my sofa. Beautiful. Staying in our theater seats with Bully 205 B Ham. Defender, draped all over them. Gotta make room. Steps back and ices the game from the logo. Pull the curtain. That's game. Closing out in the Rise affiliation with It's Mamba TTV. Missed the jumper, but goes full-on circus mode with a reverse putback. Wonder what their trapeze routine is. What a showstopper, literally. Those plays were awesome, but I know you've got more. Send in your submissions to be considered for top plays on social media. Just use the hashtag 2KTVWOW and your gamer tag. You might end up right here on 2KTV. Thanks for having me. I understand there's a gift basket? What? Who ate my basket? Team 2KTV? Not cool. I'm out of here.
How are your builds coming along? Me personally, I got 5 of them already, Alexis. Well, whether you're happy or you've been scouring online videos for advice and still struggling, set your calendar for next Friday, 4 p.m. Pacific, because next week we are talking build.
We'll get some expert advice, and you know what? I just might round up the Team 2K TV crew to take on you, the community, so watch out. We're coming for those W's.
Until then, enjoy the game.
You gonna share your build this season?
I might. Is here, which is huge.
Absolutely. For the first time ever, the competition's about to pick up because you can't hide, because you will be competing against players cross-platform.
And of course, it's the year of Kobe.
Yes. Finally, in NBA 2K24, you will have plenty of reasons to celebrate and step into the shoes of the legend. Get ready for Mamba moments. Lead the Lakers to glory as the legend himself, Kobe Bryant. Relive defining games and iconic performances brought to life in vivid detail. Strike like the Mamba with every steal, fade, and dunk in Kobe Bryant's signature arsenal.
Play these classic games, recreating Kobe's greatness against some of his biggest career challenges. Achieving each game's challenges will bring unique rewards. You must be so amped for this, Chris.
Oh, I'm super pumped. And you know what? Kobe Bryant has never looked so good in 2K. I'm enjoying every part of his game, painstakingly recreated like only 2K does. I feel transported back to my childhood in the best way possible. Let's go, Kobe.
Okay, now it's time to head outdoors.
All right, it's a whole new world here on Last Gen. And check this out, you'll be hanging out and hooping cliffside this year. Pretty stunning, right?
And there's so much here. Want to head to the rec or over to the cruise liner for some 5v5? Use this directory to jump to different gameplay areas. The Galleria is your home for all your favorite shops. 1v1 games, your beach-based 3v3 walk-on courts, and the Mamba Moments building.
When you're ready for more competition, elevate. Literally. See that blimp up there? It has Pro-Am on the side of it for a reason.
Only in 2K can you ball while flying over the neighborhood. Now grab your sunglasses, Chris, because in the all-new city, it's palm trees and beach sand.
Beautiful out here. I can get used to this all year.
Your first choice here will be which affiliation to join, Rise or Elite, and you'll be met by a familiar face.
That's all right. You don't need to decide right now. Just come back whenever you're ready, and I'll get you started.
No.
I'll get you started.
I mean, technically they have a choice, but come on, Alexis. Everyone wants to be elite.
I don't know, Elite is looking pretty good, but Shakedown has a strong crew forming to challenge you with Rise. And you know, Rep is back, and so are the leaderboards, so it's a big decision.
It shouldn't be. We're elite. If you join Shake, you're betraying me, and I don't like that.
Well, heading over to my career and my team, these modes are streamlined, star-studded, and bursting with new content. And my team, your favorite features are all here, plus a brand new mode called Salary Cap. That's just the beginning of the exciting new changes to my team. Producer John will be here later in the episode with even more features.
In my career this year, it's all about basketball. Come in as a generational prospect ready to cement your legacy. That's the challenge. You'll find plenty of optional side quests and storyline.
Are you kidding me?
Plus, you can now sim to key games against rivals across the NBA. Lead your team to victory and elevate your status in the league and around the world. Seasons are back and have more rewards than ever before. First, big news. Your progression tracks across both my career and my team. And this year, we're introducing a brand new season pass system. You'll start with a base pass that gives you free rewards up to level 40. The premium upgrade options, Pro Pass and Hall of Fame Pass, will give you access to an additional 40 rewards.
Welcome, everyone, to Sunset Park.
All right, probably my favorite new feature in the game, Street Ball. You'll want to check this out. Here, you can unlock new takeover perks to make your My Player a better baller. You can also pick up new teammates, win a game, and carry that opponent with you for future games.
We got a tournament run at the yard.
That's young Wayne over there emceeing all the action on the courts.
Not intimidated.
It's a ton of fun, but make sure you bring your game or the crowd will shut you down.
It's so much fun. I'm also loving the W this year, with new ways to impact your team, the league, and carve out your legacy.
New events and challenges will pop up throughout the seasons in NBA 2K24, so be on the lookout and we'll keep you up to date weekly right here on 2K TV.
Whether it's my team, my NBA, my career, the W, or as the Mamba himself, NBA 2K24 is waiting with smoother gameplay and tons of new features. Plus, we haven't even talked about Pro Play yet. The animations have never looked closer to the real NBA. We'll let gameplay director Mike Wang tell us more about that. NBA 2K24 is finally here, and today to talk about some of the exciting gameplay changes, of course, the one, the only, the iconic gameplay director, Mike Wang. Mike, how's it going?
Doing good. Great to be here, Chris. Thanks.
Absolutely. All right, let's talk about Pro Play, one of the most exciting features for me. What does Pro Play mean?
Oh man, Chris, this is something that we've been dreaming about since I got into the industry. To make a long story short, what it basically is us having the ability to take real game footage from NBA games, real players, and generate animations that we can use in-game from those games. It's a groundbreaking technology that we have, first of its kind, and it's just like, it's amazing. We can get all the authentic animations that you see in real life in our game.
So when players get their hands on the game, what will players feel differently from previous years?
If you really know the NBA, and you know the teams, you know the players, you're going to immediately tell that this guy feels way more authentic than he ever has before. We don't always get all the players to come into mocap. We can't always get them playing at the highest level against the highest competition. So you're going to feel it right away that the game just feels more intense and feels way more authentic.
So this sounds like it's just the beginning of Pro Play. How will the future look like with, the expansion of this moving forward?
For us, it's basically unlimited mocap. We've been building this game for a long time. As we start to get more and more data in and we start to replace some of the older stuff, eventually Pro Play is going to be all of our in-game assets. Like everything in the game is going to be driven by that technology.
I love that.
Whatever happens in real life is going to eventually be in 2K.
All right, let's talk about the gameplay itself. Shooting, passing, dribbling, defense. What was the approach heading into 2K24 with the gameplay?
Yeah, well, we always have, a huge list. Most of it's from the community and from the feedback that we get from all, different sources. One of the big things that we wanted to address this year was to make the game more accessible for the casual and the new players, but also more skill-based for the advanced players. If you're shooting in like team-based modes, team control modes, you're going to find it a lot more easy to time the shots because we count for the fact you have to learn all these different players. While my player, the rec and park, and if you're playing, you're one guy, it's going to be a little more skill-based than last year. So I think people are going to really like the changes there.
What are some of the other main changes that you think players will notice?
The contest logic is a lot better. It makes a lot more sense. And just shooting in general, like people kind of found that they either couldn't shoot, so they always just did the rim run thing, right? They always went to the basket. I think we did a lot better job with 24 trying to balance just the inside-outside game, and interior defense does feel a lot more bulked up.
Now, every year you guys put in a lot of work. What's one aspect that you are really excited about when it comes to gameplay this year? Like one thing you're really proud of that the fans are going to notice when they play 24?
Yeah. Oh, wow. There's so many things. I work on dribbling, so one of the things that I love are just like all the little new moves you can do. The new combos you can do. This year there's a lot more dedicated signature combos. So just double throws on the stick. From a stand or moving, there's a lot of new content there. We added a new feature called the breakdowns. And they're similar to the size-up movies that we had in the past where you flick the stick and then they would do a whole sequence of moves. But we expanded those to have two types, one with turbo, one without turbo. And the animations that you get there, a lot of them are Pro Play animations, and they're just really dynamic. They get a lot of motion, they get the defense moving, and they're really signature. And I think shooting. I think shooting is going to be really well received because the hardcore players are going to love that it's truly green or miss. They're not going to miss so many full bars that they had last year.
I've never met a shot I didn't like, Mike, so I like the scoring being up because that's what I'm going to be doing this year. No more dribbling and point guard for me. Sorry, Team 2KTV. I'm going full scorer mode, you know? Mamba's on the cover. So as fans get their hands on 24, are there any control changes this year to how you play the game?
Yeah, so with dribbling, there's going to be a lot. But one I want to call out is the blowout dribble. So this is like a small change, but it's actually a huge change. So it's real simple. If you're moving, you're driving, or you're dribbling up court, usually in transition, if you tap the sprint trigger, you'll get a nice push blowout dribble that you can control now. In the past, we've had them before, and they used to be automatic. But now you can control them, so it's a great way just to start the break, one-man break, and get out there ahead of the defense. The defense as well, right stick defense for stealing is back. We changed the logic a lot to look at where the hand is and make sure you're stealing with the correct hand at the right time. So that feels a lot better.
I also remember one from the community feedback session, the R1, L1 on the fast break for big men is gone, and you were asking the community members, do you like this? And they actually thought it was a creative skill gap. So
yeah, you know, I think when you first jump on the sticks, it's a little bit like, oh man, what happened to my easy controls? But it was kind of cheesy. In-house, we felt it was a little bit of a crutch. And so the community people confirmed it to us. So I think taking it out is good. It's more realistic, right? Like when you get a rebound in real life, you don't just like blindly throw it up court. Like whoever's there, you have to, gather yourself and see who's there. So I think it's a good skill gap change.
One of my favorite new things is the takeover system in 5v5 or 3v3 games. Talk a little bit about how the takeover system has changed for my players this year.
Okay, this is really cool. I love the changes here. So one thing we wanted to avoid was, well, it's in the past. You used to be able to set your takeovers, what you wanted. And again, we didn't want you to feel locked in. It's kind of the theme with the player builds this year. And so what you do this year is when you get takeover, you hit the button to activate it, you'll see all the different categories of attributes you can boost. And so basically on the fly, you choose what you want to boost in real time, and you're not stuck with whatever you chose at the start of making your build. So it's cool. Like if you feel like your team needs some defense at the time, you can boost your defense. If you feel like you need to make some plays for other people, you can boost your playmaking. And so that's something you can do on the fly, and we kind of modeled it after Kobe. Kobe's like, jack of all trades. Whatever the team needed, he gave the team. And so that's what we wanted to do with that.
I love that you can customize in the middle of the game when you earn your takeover. You can kind of customize how you want to attack the opposition, which is also very Kobe-esque.
Exactly. So we have the single takeover. If you build your meter to the second tier, that's the double takeover. So that one you get to choose 2 categories to boost. So it makes you super OP. And then if you want to be even more OP, when you unlock a Mamba mentality, and this is going to be the ultimate Kobe player, when you get to that second double takeover, you get all of your attributes and all of your categories boosted. So when you get there, it's going to be over for the other team. You're going to be just taking over everything.
Thanks again, Mike, for coming on and talking 2K24 gameplay. Next week, we're going to have Mike on to talk the badge system, one of my personal favorite changes. Don't miss out. I've heard all about my team through the courtside reports. I want your 3 favorite things about my team. Ooh, for you, Mr. Producer John Smith.
The first thing that I noticed from playing NBA2k24 was the fact that it feels different than 23, actually. Dribbling feels unique. The shooting actually feels completely different. Like, it doesn't feel super sticky compared to 23. It feels super smooth.
It seems very balanced. Like, it seems like the good players are extremely good. The layups seem a lot more consistent with shorter players, which I think is a huge benefit to those sorts of players like Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, to be able to take layups on big players. So it's feeling good.
Honestly, they fixed a lot of the things that the community was complaining about last year in terms of like paying defense, but I like how interactive and on the go it is. Like if I complain about something, Mike will go to his PC or computer and he'll literally fix it on the fly, and watching the game improve.
I enjoy the speed of the game and the flow for sure. It's a little bit faster. The shot timing is a little bit better and consistent.
I'm really excited so far. The gameplay feels really amazing, real smooth. I like the speed of the game right now. It's a little bit faster than last year, which I think a lot of people are going to like. And the builds feel crazy. I'm excited to make my build this year.
Quite big on realism in the game, and it feels like the game's moving towards a more realistic pace. So I played my team. I feel like we're having a little bit more fun using small guards and using more realistic NBA kind of tactics and plays and strategies this year. So yeah, I'm excited. It's early days, but yeah, I'm enjoying it so far.
I just dropped 38 in there earlier. Probably going to be 50 later on, 9-3. So as long as you're timing them, it's going to drop.
This time around, it's just overall good speed, the movement, defensively you can recover. It's just phenomenal. The cross-play, there's going to be a lot of people pulling up. The competition is going to be really high, so I'm looking forward to that. And try to be successful by creating the right build the first time around.
I'm a very firm person when it comes to building a community. I like building the right community, so I want to keep doing that as well. And giving people in the community a safe place and a strong place to feel welcome. So.
Top plays are back, and this is where you shine.
Will this be the year that your play makes the top plays vote? They're going to be out there grinding up to level 40, Alexis, and who knows, maybe they'll do something kind of nice, deserve some fanfare. If you do, submit it to us over social media using the hashtag 2KTVWow.
And remember, all plays featured on 2KTV receive a VC prize, so get out there and show us what you've got. There are so many changes to my team this year, and here to talk about those changes is John Smith, one of the producers of my team. Welcome to the show, John.
Hey, thank you so much. It's great to be here. Great to finally talk about this.
Yes.
So seasons and my team are a lot different this year. Tell us more about them.
Good luck out there, MP.
Have a good game, man.
The head coach of your home team.
Jordan Hawkins. Isaiah Joe. Dyson Daniels. Zion Williamson. Foots AI.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on NBA2k Sports. And our broadcast team tonight, Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right. And the Hall of Famer David Aldridge along the sideline. And now the New York Knicks starters. Front-court spots filled by Barrett and Randall. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Grimes in at the two-guard spot. And for the Pelicans, Ingram at the 3 with Williamson playing the 4. Daniels out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's AI in at the pivot spot manning the middle. It is still early in the season, Greg. We'd like to think we have teams figured out, but do we really?
Not at all, Kevin. This is the time period where fan bases freak out because of records. There's still a lot of identity to be found with every team.
Now here's Brunson. There's the drive. We know they like having Brunson out there, Greg, a player they can run the entire offense through.
No doubt. And he can be trusted on to take the keys and just run things effectively. He keeps mistakes to a minimum, and he's a solid creator for his teammates.
The New York Knicks, they come in off the loss to the Detroit Pistons. Now the pass to AI, and AI throws it down. And MP, a familiar face beyond the court now. We all know that. We all see him. You can see his billboard, for instance, for AT&T going up across the country.
And Kevin, MP is certainly connected with the fans across the United States. He's a bona fide star and is becoming the face of the league.
You must chase Ingram off the three-point line. He's too dangerous of a threat to hit a triple.
Robinson sets a screen for Brunson. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Stolen by Robinson. Barrett against Ingram. A fader. Barrett, no good.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Here's AI. Randall brings the double team. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, you spent your first 4 seasons playing in New York. What's that like?
When the Knicks are winning, Kevin, there is no place you'd rather be. The fans are incredibly smart, loyal, and they'll treat you like a king. But no doubt that media pressure is for real.
And both free throws good for AI. Every year that MP continues to be great, GA, the clearer it becomes. He's one of the best to ever play.
Yeah, and watching MP is an absolute joy as a fan. You have to take it all in and appreciate what we're seeing from this young man. MP, a special talent, and let's not take him for granted.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Now, here's AI. And that one, good. And it's 6 points for AI.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Brunson against McCollum. They need this. Brunson, no good.
Oh, my God, they can't buy one. 0 for 4. Sometimes this happens.
AI gets to Daniels. AI passes to Ingram. Back to AI. Stolen by Robinson. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Out to Brunson. Passes it to Robinson. Some nice passing by New York here. Robinson sets a screen for Randall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's AI with the rebound. Well, Greg, this is clearly one of the biggest indicators that you've made it as a player. MP was just announced as the cover athlete for NBA2k24. Wonderful work.
Wow. And Kevin, it might not sound like a big deal, but believe me, it's a big deal. MP landing the 2K cover is something that a lot of other stars in the league cover.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. Herbert Jones, he's checked in for Zion Williamson. And a switcher also for New York. Manuel quickly, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Now quickly, Randall outside. Pass to Robinson. trying to get something going. Rejected by AI. Pass to McCollum. Back to AI. Robinson pulls it in.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Finish the season.
New Orleans leading by 19, setting the floor for the Knicks. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Hart. Then there's Kelly Oubre. Then there's Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Brunson in at the point. Traps in the tray.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the three. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against Dallas played phenomenal. He dropped in 38 points, and the energy he played with was amazing, willing his way to a double-double. He ended up with a stat line he's no doubt proud of, and I'm sure he wants to replicate it again. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish, putting the team's interests first. As you say, he just wants to come away with the W.
Oubre outside. And the three off target. New Orleans leading by 22. You want to talk about explosiveness? This is your man, Zion Williamson.
Kevin, I mean, when he was in college, he blew through a shoe making a cut. He's so strong, Kevin, the leather couldn't hold up.
The pass to Brunson. Over Alvarado. Brunson, good. Brunson's got 5 points. In the quarter.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
A nice shot by AI.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Now here's Brunson. He's defended by Alvarado. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Back to AI. Add another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Now here's Brunson. He's covered closely. Brunson with another miss.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Back to AI. And AI throws it down.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Oubre outside. In the corner, Finney-Smith with it. A three-pointer off the mark. The Pelicans have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. In third, the Pelicans.
This is a team full of snipers. They consistently knock down outside shots that forces defenses to play up on them, which allows the rest of the floor to open up.
AI passes to Joe. Back to AI. And AI throws it down.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make.
They are executing.
And the Pelicans with the possession. They're on a 16-5 run here. Williamson, the pass to Joe. And AI throws it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Oubre can't get it to go.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around. He's really taken a hold of this first half and made it his. He is making all the right decisions out there.
Rejected by AI. And so it's New Orleans with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
Well, I think for the Knicks, first game of the year was a big L. Tonight could be a different story. Just got to bring the SLM. Get it done.
SLM? What the heck is SLM?
Shaq-like mentality. All winning teams have it. Thank you very much.
Now let's go over that first half action. Things did not go according to plan for the Knicks.
They can't stop anything down low. Playing soft. S-O-F, capital T. Softer than Egyptian cotton, softer than a bag of marshmallows. S-O-F, capital T.
Big fella, that is soft. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from AI.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
And I can't wait to see what he has in store during this second half. Some of those jams were downright absurd.
Front court full of star power with Ingram and Zion. Cohen is out there with Daniels. And it's AI in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And Barrett slams it in.
Explosive off the bounce with great body control. Barrett's most effective when going downhill.
And Steve, when a team wins or loses a few in a row, how much does that carry on to the next game?
You know, Kevin, it carries on. It's depending if you're executing and playing well. Sometimes you can just lose and you feel good because you're playing the right way. But if you're losing and not playing the right way, it can carry on. Same thing for the wins.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Attention fans, now on the court, it's your...
A chance to check out AI here. Coming off a terrific season. First in scoring, and he had the #1 field goal percentage in our league. A fearsome finisher, punishing defenders on the inside.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him, and you can't even really contain him. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. Zion Williamson is a force to be reckoned with, but Coach Willie Green said he's just scratching the surface. He's going to continue to get better. Over and over again, he's making the right play. Kevin?
All right, D.A., thanks. And Barrett the bucket on the assist from Brunson.
Oh, what a find. The ball just comes out of Brunson's hands on time.
Back to AI. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
The Pelicans have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. The first one falls. So, Steve, you were drafted by the Heat, a young expansion team at the time down in Miami. But if you had to choose, which city would you give an expansion team to right now?
I think Seattle and Las Vegas are at the top of everyone's list. San Diego would be nice because I love to travel there. I love when Vancouver had a team. How about bringing that team back, Kevin?
There's the dish to Barrett, driving inside. And he banks in the layup. 6 points for R.J. Barrett.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
AI sets a screen for McCollum. AI outside. Barrett against Ingram. 6 to shoot. It's rebounded by Barrett. The Knicks have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. And here's Brunson. 6 points for him. Some nice passing by New York here. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. To the middle, it's stolen by Randall. One-on-one here. Lets it go from the wing. Buries the jump shot. Brunson's got 8 points.
What a beautiful look. Randall continues to round out his game in the prime of his career.
AI. Robinson with the block. Grimes passes to Randall. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Passes to Brunson. This one for 3. Pelicans with the rebound.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Inside. AI with the bucket. AI's got 36.
Down the stretch. This is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Robinson a screen on McCollum. Here's Brunson. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. AI's got rebound number 13 with that last one. The 3 from McCollum. Here's Ingram. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Ingram's got his second basket of the game.
I mean, excellent positioning by Ingram. He's right there to keep the play alive and finish it strong.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange.
You're up.
Where's this thing out?
And New York, looking at who they've got. We've got Jalen Brunson. Also Emmanuel quickly out there. And it's Grimes in at the 3 slot.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
He is single-handedly carrying this team right now thanks to his terrific scoring performance so far in this game.
Quickly finds Brunson. The shot by Sims, no good. New Orleans has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Down low, here's AI, and easy 2 points on the layup. AI's got 40 points.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Pass to Grimes. And with some of the new rooting interest for fans, some concern about potential hostility for the players when great things don't go their way.
I mean, there's a lot riding on the outcome of games and stat lines. And that's something the league has to take seriously, making sure the players are protected because the emotions can run rampant. Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
Quickly. Brunson against Lewis. Brunson kicks to Sims. Pass to Brunson. In the corner, it's Oubre. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Here's Brunson. Buries it down low. Brunson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Amazing floater from Brunson. He continues to show how dangerous he can be. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Brunson, good.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
To the paint. Here's AI. And AI throws it down.
It just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
And here's Brunson outside. Brunson with another miss. New Orleans with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pelicans.
One of the areas that has been critical for them, the second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for AI.
It was the kind of game for him that all... all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Here's Brunson, buried from 15 feet out.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Here's Grimes. No good on the 3. Here's Joe. Can't get it to fall. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game